8 o'clock on the dot on a Monday. I'm first warning meteorologist Eric Burris. This is Coffee Talk. We get together 7 days a week to chat about what's going on in the world of weather, hopefully getting your day started off on the right note. It is absolutely beautiful outside this morning. Hope it's going to stay that way for a good part of the day. Top two things we are watching. First and foremost, rain chances rising this week. Could that be the beginning of the wet season? And after the hurricane conference, we are now getting into the real world, so to speak. And that means the unofficial start to hurricane season. What? We'll talk more about that when I see you coming up in just a couple of seconds' time. But first, let's look outside. And Stella came to join. Good morning, sweet Stella. It is a lovely start to the day. This is Lake Dora, the mainly clear skies overhead, the blue sky. Oh, it is beautiful. You know, if I was smart enough, I would take some allergy medication, but here we are. Let me raise my cup of coffee to you on a Monday morning. Hope you had a wonderful Mother's Day. Hope all the moms and mom figures around had a great day. I'm wondering why my ticker is old. Hold on. There we go. I don't know why it was old. All right, we're doing better now. Okay, all right, so blue skies looking great out there. First warning, live Doppler radar. No problems weather-wise. We look at temperatures around Central Florida. 70 degrees in Ocala, 73 degrees in Orlando. It's 72 degrees in St. Cloud, but 63 in Titusville. So it is all about where you live, right? Forecast over the next few hours' time looking fantastic. 85 degrees our 11 o'clock temperature, 88 degrees our 1 o'clock temperature, and 90 degrees our 3 o'clock temperature. So today is going to be a nice and toasty day. Here's a look around Central Florida. Certainly, as we've discussed in the last couple of days' time, like the beachside spots, you're not going to be quite as hot, right? Lower to mid 80s, whereas the more inland we get, we find those temperatures getting warmer and warmer and warmer. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Speaking of high temperatures, now I have to update this for today. But I found this interesting. Through yesterday, Central Florida, Orlando specifically, has had the hottest year on record from January 1st to May 14th. I have to double check. I've been in parent mode all morning, so I haven't had the chance to check this, okay? For today, but I'm sure it's along the same lines. We have had an average high temperature of 82.8 degrees. Let me check it while we're here. Since it's Coffee Talk, and I know you guys are going to sit there and grill me, give me a minute. If I would have thought about this, I would have done it. Let's see here. Year to date, maximum temperature, rankings. Okay. All right. So still number one. Yeah. All right. Pulling up the data. Stand by. Average high temperature year to date. So it should be 82.9. Yep, 82 point. All right, let me fix it. Stand by. I'm not seeing your comments because I'm on the other screen, but I'll get there in a second. 82.9. Let me add the 10th of a degree in. That way we're official. Boom. All right, does that make everybody feel better? Yeah, we're tied as the warmest year on record. What's interesting is that the tie is with 1921. Okay? So tied for the hottest year on record, tied with 1921. So it's just one of those kind of interesting things. Now, that said, at least for us right now, the humidity has snuck down just a smidge. But looking at later this week, The moisture is going to be kind of building up. We're going to be starting to watch more opportunities for showers and thunder showers as high pressure is kind of keeping us subdued in the rain chance today, tomorrow. But looking ahead, okay, getting into Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, weak front's going to try and sag south little bit by little bit, and that's going to add in shower and thunderstorm chances. So here's a look at Central Florida's certified most accurate 7-day forecast, and you can see Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're starting to tick up those rain chances just a little bit. All right? So that's where we're at locally. Questions, comments, concerns, and then we will go down the pike into the tropical stuff because there's things to talk about. What? Yeah, don't freak out. I got you, boo. We'll take care of you. All right. But let me first start off by saying good morning to you all. Rose says, seems like a lot of records were won. I don't know what you mean, Rose. Chris, good morning to you. Pat, good morning. John, good morning. Had a big thunderstorm run through last night, but not Florida heavy rain. Yep, there you go. Kenneth, good morning. Tina, good morning, everybody. So far, so good. We're looking A-okay. Any questions about our local forecast? We'll start there, and then, of course, we can expand beyond to look at, like the tropics and all that fun stuff. When looking at the 7-day forecast, one thing I do want to point out is that, let's see. Yeah, I'm getting this set up for the tropics. I haven't set this up. I don't know why it's totally reset, but let me resize this. Okay. And then I need to bring you down. All right. That's pretty good. Okay, just for, there we go. Okay. Just for getting it ready. You're too young to use a word like smidge. Listen. I've been told I'm an old soul, so you're going to get what you're going to get with me. 7-day does look great. Okay, very cool. All right, so for today, just so that everybody knows, today marks just over 2 weeks from hurricane season, officially, 17 days. It is May the 15th. But May the 15th is a notable day, okay? Even though we are still weeks away from hurricane season, a couple of years ago we were noticing we were having a lot of May systems, okay? As a matter of fact, 7 of the last 10 years gave us a named system during the month of May. 7 out of the last 10 years. All right, here's where they all developed. All those little dots. Historically, since data began back in 1851, those are the dots showing where May systems have formed, okay? So they happen typically along old frontal boundaries that kind of just slow down and park over top of us, but they happen. So I don't remember if it was last year or the year before, but it started to come out that people were wondering if we should begin hurricane season early. And the Hurricane Center said, we're not going to do that, but May the 15th, we're going to start issuing our tropical weather outlooks, okay? And they did. They put out the season's first tropical weather outlook. And I'll read you the statement from the National Hurricane Center. It states, and this comes out at 2 and 8 every morning and every afternoon/evening. They wrote, for the North Atlantic, Caribbean Sea, and the Gulf of Mexico, tropical cyclone formation is not expected during the next 7 days. Today, May 15th, marks the first day of routine issuance of the Atlantic Basin Tropical Weather Outlook in 2023. This product describes significant areas of disturbed weather and their potential for tropical cyclone formation during the next 7 days. It is issued from May the 15th through November 30th every year. The times are 2 a.m., 8 a.m., 2 p.m., 8 p.m., and after the time change, 1 a.m., 7 a.m., 1 p.m., 7 p.m. When you see us saying there's a 20% chance of formation, a 30% chance of formation, a 70%, whatever, that's based solely off of the Hurricane Center's Tropical Weather Outlook product, okay? So that product is now out. And Chris, good catch. As of this year, it is now 7 days and 2 days time. If you recall, and I don't know that I have like a template here. Hold on. So here's like a template from last year. I have no idea what'll show up, but I mean, the data is going to be all wrong, but I just want to show you the template, okay? There's nothing there. Ignore that. But last year, it was next 2 days' time and next 5 days' time. As of this year, they have shifted it to next 2 days' time and next 7 days' time. So, yeah, stuff to watch. Rosebud says, so no Carolina storm this weekend. So, the long-range cycling gives us ideas, gives us clues in what may be ahead, right? But we know using our LRC products that there is more than just meets the eye there. And it's things that may not be showing up or what have you. So let's do this. Let's just pop up. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I tried to do something, but it's not working. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, here's the raw computer model data. And let's just see what it's showing, all right? So, you've got like a little piece of energy up here, right? Like that's around Wednesday. It's showing unorganized low pressure, nothing too big, but it's showing some unorganized low pressure. But notice, getting into this weekend, I mean, it's trying, at least the GFS is trying to close that low off. So could that end up becoming something? I mean, it's possible. That does fit our overall time frame, so it's possible. And then after that, you kind of look into the Nicole part of the pattern here. Actually, that's not the Nicole. That's the Gulf low part of the pattern. We got like this little low kind of crossing over and then working up. So there is, right? I think that's, let me look. Hold on a second. I got to check my dates here. So, yeah, 21st through 25th is the Gulf low. So there's the 21st, and you've got kind of this little piece of energy right in there, 21st through 25th. So that fits. Little piece of energy right in there, and then kind of crosses over and does its thing. Yeah, so, and then after that, theoretically, then there's the Nicole part of the pattern right there. That's around the 29th, right? Yeah, kind of gets messy. So there you go. Again, we issue our, long-range hurricane season forecast stuff. Hurricane Center is using different methodology, so they may or may not see the stuff that we're looking at, but we're all working together. So we do have kind of in this window here these next couple of days' time, watching something off the coast of the Carolinas, and then after that, next week, watching the Gulf of Mexico, and then after that, kind of watching the East Coast. So we're getting into a more active part of the hurricane season forecast, and if you're interested in more, I should really add the website to this. Hold on a second. Add text, and then I'll get to your questions and comments. My apologies. wesh.com/hurricane forecast. Do that. Let me fix the fonting because that's my job. That is the wrong font. Okay. Make you a little smaller. Make you very white. Need to make you stand out. There we go. And we'll go caps. And I do feel the need, because we're going over a hurricane there, let's add a little shadow. I don't usually love shadows. Just a little something there. No. You really need to be white. Yeah, all right. Let's see. What else can I do to make you better? All right. That's as good as I'm going to get for right now. Wesh.com/hurricane forecast. You know what? I'll move you down. Get you out. That's perfect right there. All right. Wesh.com/hurricane forecast. That is where you can go if you want to get more on our long season forecast. All right. Now to your questions, your comments, and your concerns. So Frank says you're saying there's a chance. Yeah. There's always a chance. And what ends up happening, if you look at climatology, right? If you look at where the storms love to form, it's always on these like old fronts. And what ends up happening during the month of May, just based off of experience, is you get this kind of front fading, and then all of a sudden, you get like some moisture bubbling. So this time of year, it's very rare that you'll be like, there's something that's going to form. You have to kind of wait for it to start forming. So that's what we'll do. That's what we're already starting to do. Stella, you better not have just thrown up over there. Stella, I'm watching you, princess. Come here. Come here, sweet girl. I hope you didn't just barf. All right, questions, comments. My apologies for yentering it up. Now we can just chat. Carla, good morning to you. Good morning, good morning. Let's see here. Hello from Palm Beach Gardens. Jeffrey, I was just down there. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Sea surface temperatures, Chris Pierce is asking, in the Gulf of Mexico. Yes, sir. Give me a minute. I'll dial that up. All right. A second to get this built up. Okay, water temperatures. So, typical development areas, let me turn off, we don't need the satellite. So, typical water temperatures for tropical development, 80 degrees. If you get water temperatures at 80 degrees, you're already warm enough to develop tropical systems. So, the northern Gulf, not there. But what about Central Gulf? What about the Straits? Yeah, so we're in the vicinity. Yeah, Caribbean, 84 already. Yeah, so water temperatures are sufficient for tropical development. Yeah. Yep. Laura, good morning still. I have that convo with my puppy every morning, right? Ay. Karen says, wish us luck on the virtual queue for Guardians. Go get it. Go get it. Nothing wakes one up faster than the sound of their dog vomiting. I know. This house is, 4 years old, and I feel like I'm just barely skirting by saving. We got most of the public areas, like common areas, are tile, but like my office here is carpet. Our entire upstairs is carpet. And let me tell you something. Stella has done her best to ruin that carpet. Like, at some point, I am going to have to rip that Band-Aid off and replace it. I'm saving the carpet by like a thread. Although my office is rough shit. Like, she has beaten up my office carpet. Ay. Wowza, that's a lot of red. Vanessa says, yes, well, and I mentioned this a few weeks ago, but so that's the actual water temperatures. This is a different product. This is the anomaly. So how much warmer or cooler are these water temperatures? And you can see to the north, on the north side here, the sea surface temperatures are a little cooler than average up to the north, whereas most of the rest of the waters in the development areas are all above average. Yeah. Kenneth says, but no development in the 2, 5, or 7 day forecast per Kellyanne. I already said that, Kenneth. Yes. Correct. Models are hinting at things, and so we'll have to watch. It's not like the Hurricane Center is going to outline those things. We'll have to wait and see. I literally just said this time of year, you watch things bubble up, and it's usually a very short-term kind of notification, but it's usually very, very weak as well. We just talked about that. Rosebud says, I can sleep through a hurricane, but if my dog coughs, I'm wide awake. I get that. Oh, do I get that? Yeah. Probably, let's see here. But every animal likes the carpet rather than the tile to get sick. Our cats will go to the carpet every time. I know. Like, why? Y'all, we got the tile so that it's easier to clean up. And what's funny is, like, in my family room, I've got a rug on top of the tile around the couch. And it's like the dog will puke right on the rug instead of on the tile. And it's like, why? Terry, can we see the rain chances again? I got you, boo. Yeah. And I honestly think that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday rain chances are going to go up a little bit. Yeah. Just kind of, we're introducing little by little, we're getting closer and closer and closer to the wet season. One thing I do want to point out, though, high school graduation commencements are starting up. Crooms Academy, for example, is today. Haggerty is tomorrow. Not really concerned about rain for those events, but Lake Howell High School, Timber Creek, and Hillcrest, that's when we're going to start to watch those showers and those thunder showers playing in. So plan accordingly. We'll have a little bit of rainfall. All right? Questions, comments, concerns? Hurricane season stuff? Anything to discuss? Tropical weather outlooks are out. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Man. Cindy's asking about burn bans. So we're doing much, much, much better. Burn bans in effect right now. Just Polk County. Let me just double check to make sure that that's still the case. Yep, just Polk County. Now, the Nature Coast, okay, now we're only showing the burn bans in effect in our area, but the reality is, like, the Nature Coast, Citrus, Hernando, Pasco, Hillsborough, all under burn bans because they are still in quite a severe drought. Here's the drought monitor. We have done a lot better, but yeah, they're in an extreme drought out west of us, so they're still under burn bans. We are not. And we're about to start our rainy season, and that's going to help us more than it's going to help the West Coast. It's going to take them some time to kind of play catch up out that way. But I hope that they're able to do that. Yeah. All right. Questions, comments, concerns? It's a nice, quiet morning. Nice, quiet in the neighborhood. But we do have those showers and thunder showers kicking back up. And again, like I said, I think modeling does a bad job of this time of year in getting the rainy season pattern kicked back up. So I will do my best to try and get those rain chances tweaked up a little bit later this week. Just knowing the pattern the way that it is. Done weather in Florida for 22 years. Been on TV for 17, but I've worked in the weather game for 22 years, which is crazy. Every year. And even though the models have gotten an incredibly... Can I try that sentence again? Even though the models have gotten incredibly better, the reality is that this is the type of difficult pattern when we onset that rainy season. Haha, Tim. The models for guidance or gospel. I'm hoping Cranky Eric will answer this one. Tim, that got a good laugh. Thank you. I will raise my cup of coffee to that. Rosebud, your 7-day forecast is for Orlando? It is. Yeah. Yep, it is for Orlando. Now, obviously, it's subtly different depending on where you are, but yeah. All right, listen, let's put this puppy to bed. Looked like your brain was buffering there for a second. Right, Cindy? It's a Monday, and no matter how much coffee I have, it's not enough yet. So, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. My brain was buffering for a minute. That's hilarious. All right. So, we looked at the tropical model. Well, at least we looked at one. Let's, we only looked at the GFS. I'm actually curious. Let me pull up the European just for my own sake. I'm just curious what the European is going with. So this is the European model. Little area of low pressure, kind of hanging around east of us / the Carolinas there. It's kind of showing messy weather, nothing of specificity. But it is trying to put a little closed low off the coast of the Carolinas there this weekend. And then in the next week, you just kind of have some moisture around, nothing overwhelming. And then into the 28th, like that would be the Nicole part of the pattern there. So just kind of some messy weather and nothing else. One thing I haven't done, I've never pulled this one up. I don't think I've ever shown this. This is the CFS model. I don't even know how I can get this to look decent on the screen there. I don't know that I can. This is the CFS model, and the CFS model is a long-range model. Yeah, I can't. All right, well, the CFS model is a cool model that goes way long range and gives us a chance to kind of see what's doing even further than the other models. So it's definitely a cool little tool. I'll work on being able to get it on Coffee Talk. I will get that taken care of. I'll get it. Just need to do some work. So, all right. That's all I got on a Monday morning. Beautiful weather today, but rain chances do go up mid to late this week, all right? Thank you all so much for hanging out for Coffee Talk. I don't believe I have any newscasts today, but I have my annual review in the office. Okay. Hopefully that goes okay. We'll see. I hope. Listen, be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you so much for hanging out for Coffee Talk. I will see you guys and gals 3:30 today for the afternoon one. Wait, what time's my... $2:30 is my annual review. Okay. All right. I'll see y'all later. Take care. Bye.